Alright, good morning everybody. Forgive me for the bumpiness of this video, but I'm running behind. I'm trying to get in here on this field before them deer come through. They've been coming through right at daylight. And so I just wanted to jump on here on my way in and tell you thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, good morning everybody. I'm in the stand now. And we eased in here pretty well undetected. No blowing, no snorting, nothing like that. The wind's kind of swirling and that kind of makes me nervous. But as you can see, the tops of this tree moving. We got a pretty heavy wind, but we're just going to sit quiet for a minute. It's October 23rd. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Y'all bear with me. It's going to be a good day. It's finally getting light enough to do some recording in here now. We got in here under the cover of darkness. Everything was great. Didn't bust no deer. It seemed like the perfect deal. And now we're sitting, and wind was out of the west southwest whenever we got here, which is perfect. And now the wind direction is everywhere. It's swirling really bad. I don't know if it's where I put my stand, or if it's the wind is just changing. I know the weather. There's the first muzzleloader shot of the morning. I don't know if it's the weather changing or what, but man, that wind's doing crazy things, and see how that just went. I don't know if the deer was in the frame of the house. He's a monster. That buck is a monster. I think I just missed him. playing it over in my head, and I think I just missed him. At 10 yards. He got me. He caught me. Dead to rights. He had me dead to rights. He was looking right at me whenever I grew. But I was afraid he was going to get too far under me. He came in just like he was supposed to. I just did a rattling sequence about 5 minutes ago. Maybe not even 5 minutes ago. I mean, he had to have heard that rattling sequence. And he came from up the hill. I was turned around messing with something. Or no, I was sticking my rattling antlers back in my bag. That's what I was doing. I was sticking my antlers back in the bag. And I look up and he's standing right over there in that corner. Where I knew they were going to come out. I knew that's where he was because I've had too many pictures of him not to know it. He come out just perfect. Just what I set this place up for. He came down. Oh, I wish I would have had a muzzleloader. Oh, I should have brought my muzzleloader. Anyway, he came down, grazed a little bit on this rye, went over, pulled like 3 acorns out of the tree, and then works his way in my direction. I had figured that he was going to start way over there, like over in there, and head straight across. Down here is what I had figured. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. He came right under my stand. I mean, he might have been 5 yards. Put the pin on him, squeezed it off. Still hearing movement over there, so I don't know. He might still be over there. I doubt it. But I squeezed the trigger off, and I'm almost positive I seen my arrow deflect off of a limb. Which, if it deflected and I didn't hit him at all, I would rather that be the case than to have it deflected and just made a bad shot on him. So don't get me wrong, I'm happy for that if that's the case. But I'm almost certain that arrow deflected and went over his back. He was right here. He was right here. If I had a muzzleloader, I'd have shot him whenever he was up there, nosed up in that in them acorns. But I made a stupid decision. Stupid decision. My goodness. To bring this bow. I'd have been happy if it had all worked out. I'd have been real happy. But anyway, it's still early. I am so frustrated I can't see straight with myself right now. It's the biggest bodied deer I've ever seen in the woods. That sucker is a monster. That was the big buck that I've been getting pictures of at night, saying that sucker's body looks like an elk. He is so deep from his shoulder blades, from the top of his shoulder blades down to his chest, where his legs come together. He is a monster. He's built like he's wider in his front end than he is his back end and his body. It's just amazing. I watched him run, and he's slower than Christmas. The sucker couldn't run to save his life. And, you know, there's an outside chance. I'm going to look at the footage here in just a second. There's a very slight chance that I hit him, but it didn't feel right. It didn't sound right. Anyway, I'm going to watch some of that footage. I'm gonna watch some of that footage. I'll get back with you in just a second. So bear with me. This is B&B Outdoor Heritage. It was all right, but the shot. Well, watch the video back, and I was right. Whenever I shot, my arrow hit a limb right here in front of me, and I don't know. My arrow hit a limb right here in front of me, and it deflected, went up and over the right of that deer's back. Like I said, the plus to that is that it didn't deflect in a way that it wound the deer at all and not kill him, you know. So that's a good thing. That's the upside to this. It's like the one and only upside to this is that I didn't wound the deer and not be able to find him. Which I'm gonna look at my arrow. I'm gonna go look and make sure there's not any blood, anything like that. But I watched the video. You can see in the video where the arrow smokes that limb, and part of that limb falls on the ground. And I didn't realize the deer hadn't walked into the video frame yet, and so I had to kind of slow it down and pause it when he was running away, and I got a good broadside view of him, and there was no hole, there was no blood, there was nothing. So I just the good Lord put the deer in my lap, and I didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Okay, so I just got climbed out of the stand. Buck was standing about right here. There's the stand set up. I had pretty good cover behind me. Maybe he hadn't quite figured out what was going on just yet, but I could tell something was up. But now, with that being the case, I've got to find my arrow. I'll lay my bow down right here where the deer was standing and hunt for that. Alright, so there's the arrow stuck right there in the ground. Another speck of blood on it, all the way down to that swacker broadhead. So there you have it, folks. Clean mess. It's depressing. Put in as much work as I've put in hunts. Man, I've probably set 10 hunts so far. 10, 12 hunts at least. Just waiting on the opportunity, and then finally the opportunity arises. gets deflected by a tree limb. A small tree limb at that. The tree limb wasn't no bigger than an arrow. Anyway, I'm gonna go mope and whine and cry and see if I can get some sympathy from somebody. Probably won't, but anyway. Don't worry though, I'll be back at it this evening. Maybe we can make it happen this evening. I'm gonna check a couple of cameras right quick, and then we will catch up with you later tonight. Thank y'all for watching. This is B&B Outdoor Heritage. All right, time to hit them again. This morning I went out there and I'm sure you'll see the video. I missed that big 9-pointer. I went and looked at the game camera pictures after that, and that is the one of the two most mature bucks out there. He's a big-bodied deer, big, heavy tine, chocolate horn. I mean, he's just a brute, you know. But anyway, we're headed back out there this evening. I told myself I wasn't going to take a bow back into the woods for now, but circumstances have risen, and sorry, I get excited headed out to the woods. But anyway, circumstances have caused us to have to go ahead and bow hunt this evening. I didn't want to not hunt this evening because I've got a couple of good bucks coming in the daylight, besides that one buck, and so I want to go ahead and, sorry, I'm trying to get where this thing's so shaky, but anyway, I want to get out there and hunt this evening because they've been coming on both ends of the field, on my feeder and on the other end where I hunted this morning, and I've got regular footage of that big 9-point that I shot at this morning on the opposite end of the field in the evening times. And so I'm thinking, if he, which I don't know, I might be crazy for thinking this, but since he got boogered up on that end of the field, I'm thinking that maybe he'll be on the east end this evening and give me another chance. I don't know that, but man, I'd sure be happy if he did, you know. But I've got other bucks coming in the daylight in the evening time, and so I'm gonna sneak out there and see what'll happen. All right, so we just got out here to the property. The wind's blowing really heavy, and so like 18 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, or steady wind, and so I'm not going to do a whole lot of interviews. I'm just going to record this, get as much footage as I can, and we'll just see how it goes. That wind blowing like it is, I really wish that I was. Anyway, we'll get out there and see what happens. Can't shoot him from the couch. I don't care what the wind's doing. I don't care what method you're using to take an animal, to harvest an animal. You can't shoot him from the couch. So I'm going to get out there in the stand, and we'll just see what the evening holds. It's about 5 o'clock, maybe 10 till 5. And so we got in here plenty of time from what I'm seeing that these deer are moving, which we don't have a whole lot of daylight pictures of deer. We got a couple of good bucks coming in daylight, a couple of does, but not just an overabundance of deer. So just bear with us. This is B&B Outdoor Heritage. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, back at the truck now. Man, it's been windier than all get out. I don't know if maybe that's got the deer laid up or what, but we didn't make it happen this evening. I really thought that I don't know, maybe it was just wishful thinking, but I really thought that buck was going to come back in this evening. Like I said, the wind could have him laid up, but I could, if that's even the same buck, I'm not sure if it's even the same buck that's coming in as the one I missed this morning. But I may just have buggered him up. He may go back to kind of a nocturnal pattern for a few days or a week or so. The good thing is the rut's coming. This is the 23rd of October. Towards the end of next week, it ought to be getting really good. I've still got bucks coming in together to the feeder. I've got 2 bucks, and then I've got 2 bucks that are running together on the other end of the field. I've got a couple of single bucks. So I don't know. I figure they'll be breaking apart sometime pretty soon. All I know to do is keep at it. I don't want to give up on that buck. He'd be the biggest bodied deer that I've ever shot by 25, 35 pounds at least, maybe 50 pounds. I mean, he is a monster of a deer. I would love to get a chance to shoot that deer. But anyway, I'm not going to give up on him, but I can't base everything I do off of that one deer, I don't think. Who knows? I might. That was such an awesome encounter this morning with him and everything. I'm going to call him Lucky. I'm going to name that buck Lucky. So, there's a picture fixing to come up right here. That's Lucky. And so and here's some more pictures of him. I've got pictures of him on both ends of the field in daylight. I'm pretty sure those are all the same buck. But anyway, maybe this is the dawning of a new relationship, a new chase. I don't know. I've never really pinpointed one specific buck, but I really want to shoot that buck. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. This is B&B Outdoor Heritage. This is like the reality of hunting. There's ups, there's downs, there's expectations, and then there's failed expectations. You can think you know what a deer is going to do. You can have them pattern. You can have all this stuff, and they can even show up. But today has taught me and showed all of us that just because the deer come in does not mean that it's a done deal. I mean, don't start processing the meat before you get him on the ground, all right? Because I thought this morning, man, whenever I seen him nosed up in that oak tree, I thought, man, it's over. This is over with. And then one limb, not even the size of my pinky. One limb. But anyway, like I said, I ain't quitting on him. I'm going to keep hunting. Yeah, here we are. B&B Outdoor Heritage. The chase continues for Lucky. Y'all be good and stay safe.